Hey guys, I'm back. So I just wanted to expand a little bit on what it is that I want this to be. Um, I am thinking that I just want to talk. First of all, I have been watching a lot of like YouTube videos, mostly makeup tutorials, and I have just noticed that a lot of the women that I see on YouTube um, would look good like right after a bad fight or in like a prison jumpsuit. I mean, they're gorgeous, and I am not knocking that by any means. But I can't necessarily relate to them because, first of all, they're like 18. They don't have children, they don't have busy lives, all of those things. So as I was watching them, I was like, gosh, I'd kind of like to watch somebody maybe like me, like myself, that has a life that I can kind of understand. And so that kind of what brought me to this idea about maybe I could reach people. Like maybe there's somebody out there that was looking for the same thing that I was looking for. Um, and that is somebody to feel a connection with because we kind of have similar lives or have lived through similar things or whatnot. So that's kind of why I wanted to put this together. Uh, the makeup thing really spoke to me because, like I said yesterday, I've really been obsessed with my makeup, especially since I cut my hair. I just feel like I'm worth putting a little time into, and so in the mornings, um, I have done my makeup every day, and especially since, I mean, normally my eyebrows are totally white. So ever since the girl at Sephora that looks exactly like Demi Lovato, by the way, um, she did my eyebrows, and ever since then I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So now I'm obsessed, and I have the 3D fiber lashes. You're welcome, Alicia Buffum. Um, but ever since then, I have worn that every day. Well, except for this last Saturday, I didn't wear it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have no lashes. So it's amazing if anybody wants to look like you're wearing extensions without, or fake lashes, whatever they're called. I've never worn them. Um, but if you want to look like you wear them and don't actually wear them, then you'll want to get this. Um, anyway, but I want this to be more than makeup. I want to talk about life stuff. I want to talk about God. My faith is very important to me. I will never profess to be anything other than a Christian. Um, my Savior is Jesus, and God has brought me through so many things. Um, so I will never mean to offend anybody. I hope that everybody can understand and respect that if my views are different than yours, it doesn't mean they are, I mean, it's hard to say because they're right according to me, but it's okay if they're not right according to you. That doesn't mean anything to me. I am just sharing my heart, what I feel, and what is truth for me. I will share my stories about my children and what I know from experience in my life. If you have something different um, or contradicting, then that's fine. That's your life. I can't take that away from you, just like you can't take my truth away from me. Um, so I also want to talk about health and fitness. Uh, we'll go into that a different time, but I struggle with a lot of things. Food in particular. I feel or have felt like I have an actual addiction. Um, and I cannot say no to food, and that has been a really big struggle for me because I know that that's a huge portion of what makes and keeps you healthy. My hair again. Um, I feel like I can work out a lot, and I just can't seem to say no, and that has really bothered me. And maybe I'll speak to somebody that has had that same obstacle. Um, I also want to talk about, like I mentioned, well, I don't know if maybe that was just um, in my first video that I shot yesterday that wasn't able to upload. But like being kind of this single mom, I don't like to put myself in that stereotype because I look at myself as just a working mother raising her kids. Like I don't want to be stuck in this stereotype of like single mom that, you know, anyway, I'm not that. I have two boys and I happen to be not in a relationship. Which takes me into my next thing, relationship. I haven't dated in quite a while and I don't really plan to. School and work and my boys keep me plenty busy, and their sports. We're actually getting ready for football, or I mean for baseball now. Um, but you know, dating, I do see myself remarried someday, and for a long time I saw myself having another child, and as of now I don't see that for myself anymore because the boys being 7 and 10, I could not imagine starting all over. Like, I am stressed out enough just watching other people raise their babies. And so I'm just going to stick with that. I'm just going to be an auntie. And that's just going to be just fine for me. I also want this to be really humorous because I feel like we all kind of need that in order to keep our sanity. And I feel funny. I feel witty. I'm probably super random, so just go with that most of the time, or go with me because I love randomness. I think that it's great. I think that it keeps things fresh, I guess you could say. But it's just how I live my life. So anyway, that's kind of, I just wanted to expand a little bit on the things that I'm going to talk about in this. I am going to try to post on, I'm thinking like 3 days a week. And I'm thinking like maybe Monday, Thursday, Saturdays, something like that. And as far as the name thing goes, yes, my last name is Knight. Yes, I do happen to still have my ex-husband's last name. And yes, I do have my children's last name. And my sister brought up a good point that I'm not really a Knight anymore. I am a Buth. And although my desire was to match the same last name as my children, I totally understand where my sister is coming from. So I don't know what I'm going to name this little like video blog. I think I'm going to type some stuff too. So I don't know what I'm going to name it. I loved the ideas that have come in so far, like Night Vision and the Nightlife and Life of Night. Is that what you said, Kim? A night in the life? Anyway, the life of a knight. My life as a knight. I think that was it. So anyway, you can keep the name ideas coming, because I'm really not sure what I'm going to do quite yet. But whatever I do, I hope that it's awesome. Like I said, again, I think that this is going to be a lot of fun, and I think that we can stay connected in a sense by doing this. So go ahead and comment. I think there's a comment. All the other YouTube girls have said you can like comment below. So do that if you can, if you see something where you can like comment or like or whatever. Because, you know, you just never know. Someday this could be my career. I could be sitting on my couch right here making money off of you watching me talk to my laptop. That would be awesome. I have big dreams, and that could be one of them. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon. Mwah.